Entertainment. I'm Matt Wolf.
Hey, it's CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I get a radio that's kind of possessed.
It's Coast to Coast AM overnight every night.
You have a possessed radio?
Yeah.
WGNS Murfreesboro. We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Playana to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues. Here from the Big G, WGNS. Glad you are with us here today. Wednesday, hump day. We're coming to you from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios today, and they want to make sure that you're in the loop, so head over to mte.com to update your contact info so that they can get timely alerts on outages, billing, and more right there at your fingertips. You want to be in the know, right? Everybody wants to know what's going on. We're going to talk about what's going on with the weather here in just a couple of moments. Later on, we're going to talk about how you can save money on getting those taxes done. Yep, United Way's VITA program. That conversation straight ahead here on WGNS today. We salute our Good Neighbor of the Day. The SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day is Sergeant Gary Herron with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. His work with creation of the KIDS program being recognized. It provides hygiene and school supplies to children in crisis situations. What a great program. Thanks for what you've done to make a big difference. Sergeant Gary Herron today, the SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day, getting a free drink of his choice from 7 Brew drive-through coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. This Good Neighbor tribute is poured by SRM Concrete. Even though they're locally grown and nationally known, they never stop honoring the neighbors who build up Rutherford County through their service. You can send in those who you know who've gone the extra mile for Good Neighbor of the Day. Text NEIGHBOR to 615-893-1450 or head to wgnsradio.com/goodneighbor to get those to us. We'll take care of it from there. I wonder how many times I have said the word neighbor in my lifetime. More than average, I would think. I just really think I have. So send in those good neighbors, and we will make. So there it is again. We'll take care of it from there for you for sure. Okay, and not only that, but you're doing something nice for someone. They get a great recognition, and it's just a pretty neat thing we do. So send in your good neighbor nominations to us, and it comes right to my inbox, so I'll take care of it for you. Michael Scales Jr. is today's Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club winner. How about that? Congratulations. Happy birthday. You know, I'm sure you'll have lots of birthday wishes today, Michael, but here's a special one from your friends here at WGNS and from your Aunt Frances. Really special way to celebrate a birthday by having it announced on the air. And, you know, you're in the running to win some banana pudding from Slick Pig, so you can't beat that. Slick Pig is at 1920 East Main, right here in Murfreesboro, open every Tuesday through Saturday, celebrating 30 years of barbecue excellence right here. And there should be a thing. If there's not, Slick Pig is. the pinnacle of barbecue excellence. Slick Pig 1920 East Main Street.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
CBS News has learned more than 300 Transportation Security Administration workers have left the agency in the nearly 4 weeks since the partial government shutdown began. Tens of thousands of TSA employees have been working without pay since Congress failed to reach a deal on Department of Homeland Security funding. Meta says it has acquired Moltbook, the company behind a Reddit-like platform where AI agents can post and interact with each other. And Jif is going back to the basics. The company says its new Jif Simply Creamy Unsweetened Peanut Butter Spread is made with just 3 ingredients: peanuts, salt, and palm oil. I'm Jesse Mitchell.
All right, Jesse, thank you for the update. The Dow down over 350 points right now at 47,352. Oil prices moving higher again amid the Iran conflict. The S&P is down 12, 67.69. NASDAQ ahead 17, 22.711.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Okay, outside the studios of WGNS, we have clouds everywhere. Cloudy skies. We're at 72. Make that 73. 72 at the airport. 73 in Smyrna. And under a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather today. That's a level 2 out of 5 slight risk. We're going to break down the risk categories, what all that means, look at future radar. We've got some storms pushing into West Tennessee, around the Tennessee River into Memphis. We'll look at those here as well for you and just kind of give you an overall breakdown. But first, here is your forecast.
Well, Brian, it looks like we'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms at times here for this afternoon with cloudy skies and a high into the upper 70s. We'll have winds out of the southwest of 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. And then for tonight, a chance for showers and storms, cloudy, a low near 38. Thursday, skies will become mostly sunny, high around 55 degrees. And on Friday, plenty of blue skies and sun, a high around 67. Saturday, we'll see mostly sunny skies, high 73 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thanks, Jennifer, for the update. This is a look at our Rutherford weather radar, and you can see lots of yellow across the eastern United States. Most of the eastern U.S. is under this level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather. Here in our area, what does that mean as we break that down? Well, that is a 2% tornado risk, but you can see some black hatching down to our southwest in areas that get up into Waynesboro and Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, Hohenwald, almost to the Murray County line. That would be a level 1 tornado conditional intensity index. And what basically that means is any tornadoes that do occur in that area, and we do have a tornado risk here as well, could be 1 or 2 of them on the strong side. So, what does that mean? Tornado risk is low. It is definitely not 0, but it's low. The wind risk is the big thing we're going to be dealing with here. And we've got a level 2 out of, let's say a level 1, 2, a level 3 out of 4 wind risk here. Sometimes you have to count, right? Hail not going to be a problem. So we're really thinking we could see some small hail, but we're not going to see the 5-inch hail like we saw yesterday. That was crazy. So now that we've taken a look at that, what does the current radar look like? Well, nothing here in Middle Tennessee, but we need to slip on over here into West Tennessee and see how this line is behaving. This is what will be the storm activity for us, and things kind of getting going right now. So the Memphis area is seeing strong storms at the moment. I think they're going to be spared, but this system's going to pick up a little steam as it rolls into our area here this afternoon and evening. So let's take a look at one of our short-term models here. And let me load things up and let it get going here. And we'll pull this back. And now that it's loaded, looks like 1 o'clock. Things around the Jackson area are popping. That's where the slow-moving front is. But the problem that we're seeing here on this are these little individual cells that are popping up. There's one in Savannah and Waynesboro and one in Lawrenceburg. That's why we have a little greater risk if we see the supercells develop. That's the big question. Will they develop? And if they do, they could be strong. Could just bring a wind threat, but could bring a tornado threat as well. So these supercells by 2 o'clock starting to blossom. A couple of those moving into our area as that line begins to strengthen here as well. And by about 2 o'clock, looks like we could have a shower, thunderstorm out toward Eagleville, Rockville. Now, this is just an estimate. This is not the gospel and how things will go. By 3 o'clock, looks like we've got several storms that we're dealing with the line still to the west around the Tennessee River. More storms at 4 o'clock here in the area as the storm line moves into western Davidson County, Williamson, and Murray counties. And by about 5 o'clock, looks like we're dealing with that line moving through here in Middle Tennessee. So it's going to be an afternoon to keep an eye to the sky. Once the line moves through with the front, the severe threat will end. However, we could still have showers and storms around for quite some time during the overnight time period. That's going to continue on into 10, 11, even 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. Could even still see some showers around by about 6 or 7 tomorrow morning. But things will clear out for the afternoon and leave us with nice conditions. We're going to get to do this all over again. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. Brian, why? Why? We're going to get to do this all over again here in just a couple of days, it looks like. We've got Sunday is going to be a day of change. When we warm up over the weekend, we'll have more storms, then much cooler for you next week. We'll have you covered on the Rutherford Weather Channel, RutherfordWX.com. That stands for Rutherford Weather. We'll have updates for you on Rutherford Weather. And during any warnings and information like that we need to pass along, we'll have that on WGNS Radio for you as well. Be sure to follow Rutherford Weather, Ruco Weather, on your favorite social platform, YouTube, Facebook, X. We're very active on those. You can add Instagram into that as well. But going live, seeing the video, YouTube, the best. But you also have Facebook and X that we'll have the video on if all things go well with Facebook and X. Sometimes it's a big question mark. So that is a full look at your forecast here. And another look outside. How about we check from the Rutherford County Courthouse looking to the northwest? We still see more clouds and now 73 degrees. It's 22 minutes after the hour.
All sports talk. Weekdays at 5.
WGNS, your good neighbor station.
Rutherford County's place to talk. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Well, we are presented on Big G TV by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, improving community health for more than 7 decades. MMC provides accessible, cost-effective care from excellent physicians and advanced medical facilities. Time to check on world news on WGNS. It is brought to you by our friends at the Murfreesboro Sinus Center. Here's your update. Dalton's got your Rutherford Roundup coming up in a moment as well. Stay tuned.
CBS Radio News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
Steve Kathan. There's been new action designed to ease energy concerns sparked by the Iran war. The International Energy Agency has agreed to release the largest volume of emergency oil reserves in its history, that is, some 400 million barrels. CBS's Holly Williams says it comes as the U.S. and Iran trade fire in and around the Strait of Hormuz, and Tehran targets other countries.
2 Iranian drones hit near Dubai's airport. That airport is one of the world's busiest, at least in normal times when planes can take off. Kuwait says it shot down 8 Iranian drones, and Saudi Arabia says it intercepted 7 drones headed for an oil field. Some of America's closest allies here in the Middle East were opposed to this war. They warned that it would further destabilize this region, and those same countries are now being hit by Iranian drones and ballistic missiles, and their economies are also being affected.
As gas prices inch higher and higher in this country, there are calls for the government to tap into U.S. oil reserves. CBS's Katie Weiss.
Economists tell CBS News that these reserves are meant for emergency situations only, that they're meant for temporary disruptions, and if it's a prolonged conflict, then you can't rely on it.
The government says consumer prices rose 2.4% last month compared to 1 year ago. At least 2 deaths in Indiana are blamed on a blast of severe weather that hit several states in the nation's midsection. CBS's Lana Zach is checking tornado damage south of Chicago in Kankakee, Illinois.
I've been speaking with residents who are now starting to come out. They're checking in on one another. There's one house here that nobody has heard from yet, and they're trying to see if that person was someplace else. There's another neighbor who found a dog. They're taking care of it until they can ascertain who it belongs to.
The Department of Homeland Security has reinstated the Global Entry Program, as we hear from CBS's Michael Wallace.
DHS had suspended the expedited customs clearance and TSA pre-check for pre-approved travelers on February 22nd, citing the partial government shutdown. During the suspension, some travelers had to wait for more than an hour. Lines could still be long at security checkpoints as more TSA agents unwilling to work without pay call out sick or quit.
Well, CBS's Jim Krasula tells us a Georgia teenager charged with fatally running over a teacher in a prank gone wrong has broken his silence.
In a written statement, the family of 18-year-old Jaden Wallace expressed his, quote, deepest sorrow as he vowed to honor the memory of 40-year-old Georgia high school math teacher Jason Hughes. The statement also said the teacher meant the world to the teenager.
This is CBS News.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth 48 hours, Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable scent boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness, so you can smell unstoppable.
Do your sinus infections always seem to come back no matter what you do? The pressure builds, the headaches drag on, the congestion makes it hard to sleep, hard to focus, hard to feel like yourself. Here's what most people don't actually know. Sinus infections keep coming back because your sinuses can't fully drain. That's why the pressure, the headaches, and the congestion keep coming back time and time again. Balloon sinuplasty gently opens your sinuses in a quick, in-office procedure so the infections can finally clear. At Murfreesboro Sinus Center, they've helped thousands of patients break free from the sinus infection cycle so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and finally feel like yourself again. Don't wait another season fighting sinus pain. Call Murfreesboro Sinus Center today at 615-649-4590 to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Call 615-649-4590. That's 615-649-4590.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right.
Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to recyclerightTN.com.
Recycle Right Tennessee.
Happy Millionaire's Day to you. Happy Millionaire's Day to you. Happy Millionaire's Day, dear Tennessee lottery player. Happy Millionaire's Day to you and many more. Want the chance to celebrate $1 million win again and again? Play the Millionaire for Life game from the Tennessee Lottery. With drawings every day, you could win $1 million a year for life. Talk about a gift that never gets old. Millionaire for Life from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? I'm Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction, and we've been selling property in Middle Tennessee since 1969. Whether it be traditional listings, sales, or auctions, let us visit your property and help you decide what method is best for your situation. Call Maples Realty and Auction today, because it's our people that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold Maples Realty and Auction.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS. And here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Wednesday, March the 11th, 2026. Voters in Rutherford County are already looking ahead to the upcoming county mayor election, and the issue of growth took center stage during a debate held Monday night in Murfreesboro. Candidates discussed whether the county should consider temporarily postponing certain types of developments as Rutherford County continues to expand. Rutherford County Commissioner Craig Harris told voters he does not support a moratorium, saying the county should focus instead on strategic planning to manage growth. Incumbent Rutherford County Mayor Joe Carr agreed, calling it draconian and pointing to the county's long-term strategy known as Plan Rutherford. Mayoral candidate Randy Allen said he doesn't support a full pause on development, but would favor discouraging large multifamily housing projects because of traffic concerns. The discussion comes as Rutherford County prepares for the Republican and Democratic primaries, scheduled for May the 5th, with general election set for August 6th. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, a local music program is preparing to celebrate a milestone with the community. School of Rock Murfreesboro is marking its first anniversary with a public event planned for April 26th at Hop Springs Beer Park. Organizers say the celebration will feature live performances from students and staff, along with food trucks, raffle prizes, and family-friendly activities, as the program thanks the Murfreesboro community for supporting its first year of music education and live performance opportunities. Tennessee lawmakers are taking a closer look at the future of education funding as revenues from the Tennessee Education Lottery continue to decline. During a legislative discussion in Nashville, economists told lawmakers that lottery sales dropped by about 18% during the 2024-2025 fiscal year, creating an estimated $80 million gap between lottery revenue and the cost of scholarships like the Hope Scholarship and Tennessee Promise. Dr. Don Bruce with the University of Tennessee told lawmakers the demand for scholarships has grown while traditional lottery participation has weakened. Senator Bo Watson noted the program could soon face a structural deficit, while the Tennessee Comptroller Jason Mumpower warned that the state may soon have to reconsider how those programs are funded. Economists say competition from online sports betting and emerging prediction markets is also cutting into lottery participation, prompting calls for lawmakers to explore new revenue sources. Meanwhile, Rutherford County athletes were in the spotlight during the 41st annual Mr. and Miss Basketball Awards at Middle Tennessee State University. The ceremony honored the state's top high school players while also recognizing academic achievement and leadership. PCA standout Christopher Washington Jr. brought home Division IIA Mr. Basketball, giving Rutherford County another major moment on the statewide stage. Eagleville's Camden Cole was also recognized as a finalist for the Class 1A Mr. Basketball Award, highlighting the strong level of basketball talent emerging from all across Rutherford County. A controversial proposal dealing with abortion law in Tennessee failed to advance Tuesday at the state capitol in Nashville. The measure, connected to House Bill 570, would have expanded equal protection to fetuses and applied Tennessee homicide law beginning at fertilization. Representative Jody Barrett of Dixon had proposed language that would classify harm to an unborn child the same as harm done to a person outside the womb. The legislation was debated in the House Population Health Subcommittee, but ultimately didn't move forward. Prior to the vote, Barrett argued that the proposal was intended to recognize unborn children as victims in abortion cases. However, the measure also raised concerns among some state leaders. Governor Bill Lee previously expressed reservations about the proposal, warning that the approach could lead to unintended legal consequences, including the possibility of severe criminal penalties for women who obtain abortions. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, city leaders are preparing to review several financial and infrastructure items during a scheduled city council workshop. The meeting will focus on reallocating funds within Murfreesboro's capital improvement program, including shifting more than $438,000 from the Medical Center Parkway Phase 1 project to support facility upgrades at the Wrigley Road building and the New Salem Highway Transportation Facility. In addition, city engineers will present the Lytle Street Multimodal Study, which explores ways to improve pedestrian, bicycle, and accessibility connections between downtown Murfreesboro and MTSU. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com. You can also follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network. And I'll talk to you later.
Fresh cut greens and oven warm bread. Jars of sweet jam will be red. Good food, good folks. Flavors that shine from winter's chill to spring sunshine. Every Friday, feel the spark. Rutherford County Market at Lane Agri Park.
Local farmers with local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market every Friday through April.
You'll find it there from frost to bloom the seas and sing. We're winter tough and welcoming spring. So bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
At the Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
There is an underground civilization underneath of the North American continent.
It's Coast to Coast AM overnight, every night on WGNS Murfreesboro.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
In retirement, it's all about income. Your money, making money, and you're not spending down your principal. That's the way we do it at Retirement Income Solutions. So if you're spending down your principal or your money's not making money, keeping you ahead of inflation, check us out today at risolutions.net. risolutions.net. And make sure to join us Saturdays at noon and Sunday afternoons at 1 for Retirement Income Solutions Radio with Nathan Cox and Lindsay Cotter.
Here's Tom Sweat with AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
AmeriCare's moisture control services include mold testing, mold remediation, crawl space repair,